This is Richard Weil, and I am the owner and proprietor of National Restaurant Consultants. And we welcome you into the NRC Helpful Moment. And we're going to talk about this is our 200th episode. And more importantly than that, I want to say thank you, and welcome Mr. Brian Devine from Top Line Management and CafeFuel. Brian, happy anniversary on our 200th.
I know. Can you believe it's been 200 episodes?
It's 200 episodes, and I apologize. The last 2 weeks we weren't here. We missed, which we don't like to do, but 200 episodes. So I get the question, why have you continued to do this? And why did you start this on St. Patrick's Day of 2020? Because that was our first episode.
Yep.
And Brian mentioned to me that McElhaney Tabasco t-shirt he's got was worn on our second episode, which was March 18th, because what people don't realize, we did this every business day, Monday through Friday, until the 4th of July of 2020. So that was a lot. And we've had, I bet, close to 50 different guests on the NRC Helpful Moment. And so why do we do this? That's really the question. And it really is the NRC Helpful Moment. It is, we hope that we're presenting information and ideas that are helpful to restaurateurs and food service and hospitality professionals. If it's one idea out of each episode that you take the 6 to 10 minutes, and occasionally we've gone 12 to 15, I know that, but mostly they're about 8 minutes. The helpful moment is just that. What can we do to be helpful in providing one or two little tidbits that may be useful in your operation that week, that gives you either an aha moment, or it gives you an opportunity to save money, increase sales, retain customers, increase customers, improve your cash flow. Yes, I'm in a restaurant today. I am in a restaurant today, and you have to excuse if there's a little noise, because I think it's fitting that I'm in a restaurant that is actually open, because 200 episodes, we were almost everywhere across the country. So the NRC Helpful Moment, we wanted it to be something that creates someone to think. For you as a manager or an owner, to think, is there a better way? Is there new opportunities, new ideas, new information to make a different decision? We've had topics all the way from protocols to what are we doing to promote our restaurants, food costs, labor costs, safety. We've had a myriad, literally hundreds of topics. So I want to thank, on behalf of all the National Restaurant Consultants that we have on our team, thank you for being part of this, for listening and looking. And for this, I'm going to turn it over to Brian. So Brian, thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, everyone who has been a part of this process for the last 200 episodes. And it, like what Richard said, it really just came out of the idea that what can we do where we can give just like a moment of clarity, or a moment of here's what you can do to kind of make things a little bit better right now. And that's what we've been trying to do. So in that vein, I want to make sure that I talk about this a lot on the different channels that we cover, but one of the things that we do at CafeFuel is we have a 9-step system to take restaurant from kind of where they are to where they hope to be, and a big part of that process are the first 3 steps, and we call that the foundation, and that is your website, your social media, and your reputation. So if you are in a situation where maybe things are starting to go well again, or you're growing, but you're getting a little worried about how to maintain the status, right? Maintain that growth and not lose the momentum. Go back to those basics. Go back to your website, your social media, and your reputation, because that's the foundation that will hold everything else up. And if you're doing any kind of outbound marketing and your foundation's not solid, it's going to collapse at some point. It's just like on the operations side, right, Richard, where if you've got a problem in the back of the house, it doesn't matter how many people come in, it's not going to solve the problem in the back of the house. In fact, it's likely to make it worse. So you want to make sure that that foundation, right, that all of those things that make your restaurant run smoothly are taken care of so that you can put more and more on top of it. Same thing with your marketing. Make sure that you have your website. It is rock solid. And when I say rock solid, I mean it is easy to navigate. It works well on a mobile phone, and your phone number is what we call high, bright, and to the right. You can't miss your phone number. It is right there. And on a mobile phone, you can tap it and it will call you. And so from there, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do to make it fun. But just make sure those core things are in place. Make sure that you are posting to social media. You might be the kind of person that thinks social media is a waste of time, but that doesn't matter because your customers are there and they don't think it's a waste of time. So you have to be there and be there regularly. And if you can't do once a day, which is what I recommend actually twice a day, but if you just can't do that, make sure you never miss 1 week. You cannot go more than 3 or 4 days without putting something on social media. So get into that habit. And then finally, your reputation. Don't just hope the wind blows in the right direction. Put something in place so that you can get positive reviews on a regular basis. And if you want some help getting video reviews, we've got a great new way to do that. And that is it's like gold. Having people look at a camera and say how great you are is one of the most important and valuable things that you can have in your marketing arsenal, and you can use it in so many different ways. But that's what I wanted to cover today. So that was my helpful moment. I tried to keep it short. We're at like 6.5 minutes, so we're doing okay. But Richard, do you want to add anything to that today? Looks like you froze a little bit. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Richard, just so that you know, you're probably still hearing me, but your screen is frozen and we can't hear you anymore. In fact, I show you as muted. Can you hear me now? All right. Well, I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of these 200 episodes, and we look forward to the next 200. And we'll keep on bringing the new thoughts, the new ideas, and the ways for you to help grow your restaurant and make it profitable. That's it for me. Bye for now.